Hey there, nieces and nephews, Uncle JD here again, and welcome to another exciting live stream with Uncle JD. So, there's nobody else in the room with me, so I can talk at a normal volume for now. Probably gonna go, depending on the activity that goes on in here, I'm gonna say anywhere from 1 to 2 hours, but if there's hardly any activity and 45 minutes rolls around, um, I might cut it short. We'll see. Happy birthday, Charles Manson. Wish you were here. And free. But that's besides the point. Got my coffee. P.S. Angelica, I can have sweet and low because it's not sugar. But I'm done beating that dead horse. Currently sitting at 298 subscribers on YouTube. 2 away from the 300 mark, and if I can get that 300 subscribers and keep them all the way up until it becomes 2025 in Tampa, Florida, then I will release a new merchandise design based on the movie 300 with my face. So if you're joining the stream, say hello and what country you're from so I can say hello back and give your country a shout out. Currently still in the hospital. Hopefully they'll be discharging me tomorrow. And then it's back to the life on the streets again. Let's see here. I believe the name is pronounced, forgive me if I say it wrong, I believe it's Rukia. Says hi. What's up to you? I do want to point out the screen that on the device that I'm using is very small, so it's kind of hard for me to read. Landon says hi. What up, Landon? I guess as I'm waiting for more people to join, I'll go ahead and reiterate some announcements from earlier. Working on a weekly call-in live talk show, which will be on Thursday evenings. I haven't pinpointed a time as of yet. It'll be typically a 2-hour program, an hour of content for entertainment, followed by an hour of call-in time. There will be themes to the shows and the call-in portions and stuff like that. And then there will be the special occasion where it's a 3-hour show where it has 2 hours of call-in time. It could be anywhere from cooking with Uncle JD to getting your mind right, whatever the case might be. I'm band 03. It says you look like Rick Grimes in a good way. The only thing I know about that is that he's on that, I think it's Walking Dead. I've never watched an episode of it. I've only seen memes and little videos that people have done. But I'll take compliment though. Looking like Rick Grimes in a good way. Also, epic rap battles of history. They did a Rick Grimes versus Walter White rap battle, and that was awesome. Those guys are always damn good at what they do. That sounds crazy. Oh, I'm telling you, look it up. Epic rap battles of history. Rick Grimes versus Walter White. You will not be disappointed. Especially if you watch those two shows, you'll probably grab the punchlines better than I did on some of it. But either way, still pretty awesome. Hang on a quick second. Okay. So, some people have been showing love, some people have been showing hate as far as my pro Charles Manson views. I used to be anti Charles Manson, I'm not going to lie, and then I started doing some research. And in that research, come to find, Charles Manson was not as crazy as they tried to make him seem. He was not guilty of those murders. Him telling them to go do it is hearsay. And here's the deal. If you want to kill somebody, I can't make you follow through with it, and I can't make you change your mind. So when people say that, oh, this person manipulated me or brainwashed me or, did this to make me kill these people, no. You're trying to pass the blame on to somebody else. It was all you. If you kill somebody, it's because you wanted to kill that person. Just because someone tells me that they want me to kill somebody over and over and over and over doesn't mean I'm going to kill that person unless I want to kill that person. And then I'm going to go kill that person. So, no, I'm not buying this shit that Charles Manson should be held guilty as that. Mr. Baller Dude, yo, sup? What up, man? I'm Bando3. I just saw the Epic Rap video. It was a hood classic. You damn right it was. If this isn't pre-recorded, say bananas. Bananas? Is that an E or an A? No, that's an A. Bananas. It's definitely not pre-recorded. Happy birthday, Charles Manson. November 11th, 1934. Mr. Baller Dude, yay! Yep, nah, I don't do that pre-recorded shit, man. If I'm going live, I'm live. Now, granted, the lives do get turned into archive videos, so I do, try to send love to the archive viewers as well. But from what I've seen, the only real difference is they don't get to see the live chat. They just see the video itself. But yeah, we're live, dude. Shout out to Mr. Baller Dude. Shit, Mr. Baller Dude, where are you from? That way I can shout out your country, state, city, town, hood, clique, whatever you want me to shout out to. Or, you don't have to answer that if you don't want to. Here's a disclaimer. I'll remind everyone, you can say whatever you want to say. America. Okay, well, shout out to USA. You can say whatever you want to say about me in the chat. I really don't care. Really don't give a fuck. Everyone's entitled to their opinion of me, but I do ask that if anyone interacts with anyone else in the chat, keep it civil. Don't go overboard. Don't go too far. And y'all can have your heated arguments and discussions and all that in here all you want. Just don't take it too far. What was I trying to get at? Oh, yeah. But yeah, you can say whatever you want about me. Roast me, be serious about it. It's your opinion. It's not going to stop me from doing what I'm doing. Now, as far as the show goes, again, while just waiting to see if more people are going to join, I've only been live a little over 13 minutes so far. But the point is, there will be all kinds of segments. Sick Thought, at Sick Thought 813. Check him out. He's also on YouTube. Check out his reps. Me and him work closely together. We're Juggalo family, and we're like family from just relation that I have with Sick Thought, Jess, and their children. They've kind of adopted me into their family, even though we don't even if we didn't rip the hatchet, they still include me. Mr. Baller Dude says, do you like Street Fighter? Only asking because I beat for my first time yesterday. Which Street Fighter is it that you're referring to? If we're talking Street Fighter 2, which was released on Super Nintendo back in the day, love it. Have I played any Street Fighters after that? No. Now, I've seen video footage of other people playing it, but, I mean, some of the later Street Fighter stories are cool. I just recently started looking into the canon of the story. Mr. Baller Dude says, yeah, 2, and that he hasn't played any others besides 2 either. But yes, I love Street Fighter 2. I still have not completed the game. And by that I mean winning everything. Like winning the tournament, the whenever you're breaking the car, or, whatever the case might be. Uh, I haven't won everything yet, but I haven't played in over 20 years either. I'm Bando3. What's your opinion on Skibbity Toilet not trying to seem dumb, though? With a thumbs up, number one. No problem there, I'm Bando3. Not gonna lie, I don't really know much about Skibbity Toilet, but my oldest daughter does. Well, both of my daughters do. And my oldest is 14 years old. And she'll just randomly start going, Skibbity Toilet, and, stuff like that. So I don't know much about it, but much like a lot of the stuff that's out nowadays, after I look more into it, I'm probably just going to be annoyed, to be honest. Mr. Baller Dude asks who my favorite character is. I'm going to have to say Blanca. But Ryu and Ken are also cool, considering that Ryu and Ken are the same character, just different names. Even in their moves, at the end, parts of the words is Ryuken. Show Ryuken. Oh, Ryuken. They work in both their names. I don't know if that was planned, coincidental, or they did it on purpose, but it is what it is. Mr. Baller Dude says the electrocute is annoying kinds to fight against, lol. Yes, fighting against that sucks, but using it, fucking awesome. Ziggy226, hey, welcome back, Ziggy. He says hi. What up? Mr. Baller Dude, the Dragon Tiger Punch is hard to do with Ken. Alright, so a trick to that. If you go into the controller setup to where you can choose what button does what, I set mine up the same way that I set up my Mortal Kombat fighting on Super Nintendo controller. So the two bottom buttons are the low kick, and the lowest is low kick, the higher one is high punch, or low punch. Above that is the high punch, and to the left of that is the high kick. Then the controllers on the top, I use those for blocking. And then, of course, the directional pad. But when you get accustomed to that setup, then whenever you're doing combos, the game kind of registers what you're typing a little bit better, and it helps you to pull off the moves you're trying to do. Also, look up the magazine Nintendo Power. They used to put in codes and hints and stuff like that if you're not wanting to completely cheat the game. Or you could always buy Game Genie. I don't know if it still exists. I don't know if it's still in production or where you can find it. But with Game Genie, it comes with all of the codes to where you can go straight to the last level, to the very last boss, whatever you want, eternal extra lives. I mean, Game Genie was for the person that wanted to see what the end of the game looked like without actually having to play. And I took advantage of it back in the 80s and 90s, or whenever the fuck it was released. Let's see here. Ziggy226, just an update, still in the hospital, might be going home, getting out tomorrow, but the procedure that I had to go under, where they stuck these needles through my back into my abdomen, went well. They put me under, so I was completely out for it all. Everything went great. Mr. Baller Dude, while using that seems easy. Have you played Game Boy Nintendo Switch online? That question was from I'm Bando3. No. The newest game system that I've ever played was PS4, PS5, and that was strictly Mortal Kombat. I still haven't played the reboot of MK1 yet, but I've watched the movie for it, Mr. Baller Dude says, sorry I had to go now. It's all good, man. Come back when you can. Keep an eye out for future lives. And remember, the live talk show, the live call in talk show will be on Thursday evenings. I'm just not sure when I'll be able to start it. See you later, Mr. Baller Dude. He also said, I'm banned. Are you saying see you because you're leaving too, or are you saying see you to Mr. Baller Dude? Well, either way, I guess you're saying see you to all of us if you're leaving, but specifically Mr. Baller Dude if you're specifying Mr. Baller Dude. Back to the game thing. Watch the movie. The graphics are awesome. The storyline is awesome to an extent. Wasn't really happy with the way that they did Scorpion, but that's Liu Kang's new timeline, so whatever. But when I'm not playing video games, I like to play music. Guitar player, bass player, drummer. I fuck around with keyboards sometimes. It took me a long ass time, but I managed to sound out the intro to Korn Shoots and Ladders on bagpipes on a set of bagpipes. And once I played it correctly a few times, I never picked up bagpipes again. They were one of my ex's bagpipes. I couldn't afford them. But shit, if anybody out there wants to buy Uncle JD a set of bagpipes and Uncle JD has to learn how to play them on live streams and play them on live streams, hit me up at unclejd333@gmail.com. We'll get that set up to where you can buy or donate a set of bagpipes to Uncle JD. I'm half joking, but fuck, if somebody wants to give me some bagpipes, I'll take them. If we've got any veterans watching, whether live or archive version, happy Veterans Day. The show qualities are going to be getting better. The Triforce of Awesomeness, which is Uncle JD, Sick Thought, and Jess. We're in the works of upgrading some equipment to where I'll have access to a laptop and possibly a GoPro or some other type of camera to where the Uncle JD shows will be higher quality. And as a working title, I'm just calling it JD Productions. That's not what I'm going to call the real thing, but just working title is JD Productions. We here at JD Productions want to say thank you to all the viewers that watch Uncle JD's productions. Thank you. So with the fact that I haven't really been able to do much while I'm awake, I have had plenty of time to try and train the facial hair to start dreading up. Still comes undone, which is expected. I mean, the facial hair really isn't that long in order to dread up. I mean, like this one right here, other than twisting it, if I was to actually dread it, it would probably be like that long. Right there. So, I'm just twisting it for now, trying to encourage it to tangle. And we'll see how the progress goes with the facial dreads. And when it comes to getting a job, I'm just going to say this. You've seen my resume. You've contacted me. You wanted to interview me. You see my worth. You see my value. Look past my hair and my facial hair, or you can fuck off. Because the job I'm applying for, I'm not going to see the customer. All that matters is what the customer hears and sees in writing. They don't have to see my face. If you think I'm such a valuable person that you wanted to interview me in the first place based on my resume, look past my facial hair and my hair. Because just like you don't have to hire me, I don't have to accept your job. And make me pull the religion card. Okay? That my hair structure is based on my religion, which is Fourth Philo Refo. One day I'll explain what Fourth Philo Refo is, but not right now. So, my hair and my facial hair is protected under my religious freedoms. And you can't discriminate against it in the hiring process. And while I'm on the subject, previous jobs that I've had, previous people that I thought were cool with me in those offices, now that I'm no longer associated with those offices, they don't want nothing to do with old Uncle JD. Which means you weren't even really that good of an associate. So you definitely weren't a friend to me. So if you're not a friend to me, fuck you. And for those at certain offices that were known enemies, I respect you at least because you made it obvious that we were not friends. But because we are enemies, I still have to say, fuck you. We're only coming up on the 30-minute mark of this live stream. It feels like we've been on here forever. In a good way. That homeless scrubalo. Haven't seen anything from him lately. Hope he's doing good. Go check him out at that homeless scrubalo. THATHOMELESSCRUBBALO. Send him some prayers, send him some good wishes, tell him that Uncle JD said hello. Subscribe to him. Real funny guy, real cool guy, real special kind of guy. I really hope this thing ain't dying. It'll flash red if it is. I just don't want to have to wait that long for it to be charged up. Well, so far, not There's not too much activity going on in the live stream tonight, but that's okay. Because even if there's only one person watching, they got a reason to be here. And feel free to strike up a conversation with me or anyone else that may be in the chat. Or maybe in the stream, in the chat. No matter what topic you want to talk about. If you want to talk video games, if you want to talk about how disgusting the blue waffle is, if you want to talk about how it's stupid that there's actually a law on the books in the United States of America that says you're not allowed to tie your elephant to your mailbox. That is a written law, which tells me at one point somebody had an elephant tied to a mailbox, and enough people were not cool with that person having an elephant tied to their mailbox that they felt the need to pass a law stating you can't tie your elephant to your mailbox. That law is still on the books right now. Now, even though my viewer count is showing 0, that's not always correct. Sometimes there can still be somebody in here. But for, I guess, the archive viewers at least, I forgot what I was going to say. Madison Gonzalez is back in the room. Hi, how you doing? I was talking about laws and... where was I going? I can't remember. Anyway. Anyone in the live should be being discharged from the hospital tomorrow. Had a procedure done today where they stuck needles that long through my back into my abdomen to numb out the pain receptors, or to block out the pain receptors. And it seems to, well, it went well, but it seems to be working. Because right now the only pain I'm feeling is in my back, where they stuck the needles through. Might need to ask for something for the pain with that. Feels like it's on fire. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Wait, no, I'm not. No, I will go ahead and do that. But I will remain silent at points that I need to.
How can we help you?
Yes, I'm starting to really feel where they did the procedure today. I was wanting to see if I could get some pain medicine for it.
Okay, I'll check with your nurse.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, so So the call light stays on. Until someone comes in here and manually turns it off. So I just have to be careful until it's turned off. Man, it's burning. It's burning, and now it's starting to throb. Okay, it's really starting to come on now. Really not sure what they can do about this one. But anyway, I should be getting discharged tomorrow sometime. Hopefully in the earlier part of the day instead of the later part. Got called out by, wait, hold on. As Hub says hi. What up, As Hub? Hopefully I'm saying that correctly. Unless that's a $sign Hub. The screen is really small. The words are even smaller. It's really hard for me to read. Hopefully I'm not getting the name wrong. As Hub says, hi bro, what up? I'm just gonna refer to you as Hub. Hang on.
Hey, how can I help?
Yeah, I was trying to request some pain medicine.
Okay.
Basically, the points where they stuck the needles in or whatever, it's like it feels like it's on fire and throbbing. Like I'm starting to. I didn't feel what they did earlier.
Yeah.
But very
Now you're
quickly,
really-
it's starting to build. Like a picture like somebody took a book of matches, struck it, blew it out, and then stuck it to your skin real quick.
No, fine.
That's the burning sensation.
Yep. Okay. Let me go talk to Lynette. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Absolutely.
So, sorry to give you a sob story there. It's just.
Oh no, you're fine.
All right, cool. So now I can talk normal. Yeah, I know. Sick Dot says, I don't know why they stopped it a lot, but I don't either. Because they stopped it way before the procedure ever took place. And I don't even know what they can give me now, but all I know is this shit sucks. I mean, granted, they didn't have to cut me open or anything, which is cool because then it would be hurting even more right now, but damn. All right. Picture that. 2 of those. Going into your back. This way they can inject the nerves, pain receptors, with a solution that blocks out the ability to detect the pain. It's been a few hours since the procedure was done, and it's just now showing up as far as the aftermath pain. This shit sucks. And if they do discharge me during the earlier part of the day, that would be great, but hopefully they don't do it before breakfast. I would like to get one more meal in, considering I was denied 3. I mean, granted, I got a turkey sandwich and a small container of microwavable mac and cheese. But, like the song goes, how do you please a hungry man? Actually, I don't know how the commercial goes because I've never seen a Hungry Man commercial, but Pauly Shore plugged Hungry Man meals in the movie The Son-in-Law. If you've never seen The Son-in-Law with Pauly Shore, go check it out. Hey, Pauly Shore, hit me up, dude. I've been a fan of yours ever since Encino Man, ever since MTV when you were the host on there. Hit Uncle JD up. Sick Thought says doesn't make sense why they did that, but hey, like, they are the professionals. Oh, and on the topic of food, their turkey sandwiches, they keep it in the fridge, is actually pretty. No, yeah, they're good. Don't get me wrong, wasn't complaining about it. It's just there wasn't enough. Sick Thought says Pauly Shore is down with Juggalos, so that would be dope to see. Fuck yeah, it would. I think I might have to put at Pauly Shore in the title. At Pauly Shore at approximately 35 minutes in. Pauly, let's face it, you haven't really been doing too much. Come on, link up with your boy Uncle JD. Anybody that's friends with Pauly Shore through social media or in person, tell them about Uncle JD. Pauly Shore for life. Buddy. Ow! The frog tastes like chicken. Anyway, Pauly Shore, hit me up. UncleJD333 at gmail.com. As Hub asks, what's your age? I am 43 years old. Whoops. That didn't play out the way I wanted it to. Hold on, I'm going to do that over. I'm 43 years old. I'm an old ass man. Anyway. Yeah, seriously. How old do I look? Born 1981. The year of legends. 43 years old. I look 60? Nah. But I'm the coolest looking 60-year-old motherfucker you'll ever see. And right now I'm complaining about my back like I'm 60. But that's because of those long ass needles. Alright, so Hub agreed, and then Hub said bye. Alright, Hub, take it easy. See you next time. Tell your friends about me. Like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you know when all the videos drop. And tell your friends to do the same thing. And then have them tell 2 friends to do the same thing. And then have them tell their 2 friends to do the same thing. Ripple effect of uncleness. I foresee me asking for graham crackers and a milk in the near future. And possibly some Jello. Jello, graham crackers, drinking milk for milk. It's not usually something that I do on a regular basis, so when I come to the hospital, it's Jello, it's pudding, it's graham crackers, it's saltine crackers, it's coffee, it's ginger ale, it's diet sodas all day. I hope they hurry up. My back is killing me. Alright, look, I'm gonna have to set the phone down because I need to readjust. And I'm gonna have to reset the phone, so just stay right there. I'll be right back. Alright. Just taking a moment to represent the Hatchet Man. Reminds me of a funny little story. So I was doing a Zoom court hearing for child support. And the guy that was the attorney going against me, he starts grilling me, talking about, oh, do you have any money that you can pay? And I was like, nope. And he's like, you don't have any property that you can sell? And I was like, nope. And he was like, well, what about jewelry? Do you have any jewelry you can sell to make a payment? And I was like, nope. I'm homeless. And he's like, well, what about that necklace around your neck? This one. You see how big that is? You see how dull that is? You see how plain this is? I told him, this right here is fake. I just wear it to represent the Hatchet Man. So on public record, Uncle JD is repping the Hatchet. ICP, Insane Clown Posse, get at your boy Uncle JD. Got 2 hatchet men tattooed on me. Got a dark lotus cross from back in the black and gold tales from the. Well, I've been down since the Malenko era. First Joker's card I heard was Ringmaster, followed by Riddlebox, then Malenko, then Carnival of Carnage, and then in order since then. But anyway, I got the tattoo during the black and gold Tales from the Lotus Pod days. And I am Scrubalo, even though that's backwards. Anyway, I met a lot of you guys from Psychopathic at various concerts and shit, at the mini gatherings on Gandy Beach and all that good shit. I've been down. Y'all have met me. Hit me up at Uncle JD. That's at UNCLEJ.D. Hit me up, Insane Clown Posse. Hit me up, Psychopathic Records. Oh, and my boy Sick Thought was at the gathering. He was on one of the more lower level type stage setups. So I've got witnesses backing up my Juggalo credentials. But the point is, I told him it was fake, and I wear it to represent the Hatchet Man, so I'm on public record representing my Juggalo status. And my back feels like it's on fire. Fire! Fire! I can't really do Beavis's voice anymore. I can barely do Butthead's voice, and that's not even that good anymore, but I used to be spot on. Damn it, Beavis. Yeah, it doesn't sound nothing like it anymore. I don't care. I'm always going to find Beavis and Butthead hilarious. I've seen some of their newer stuff, but I prefer the classics. Let's see here. Hunter Acantalado. Hopefully I said your name correctly. What's my opinion on Mexican women? My opinion. When it comes to personality, I really like the personality traits. Always, the ones that I've interacted with have always been happy and bubbly and shit. Physically, I find Mexican women to be attractive, ranging in sizes. The hottest nationality. I don't know if you're saying that Mexican is the hottest nationality or not, or if you're asking me what I think is the hottest nationality. My favorite through Beavis is here. Oh wait, I gotta read the other part. But I like women from Earth. Anywhere from the North Pole to the South Pole, worldwide. I just like women. I have different tastes at different times, but love them all. And that includes Aborigines in Australia and women from third world countries in India and all that. I don't care what class they're in. Alright, one quick second. Sick Dot, you're in the green with the impression. LOL. Yeah, the classics were dope. When I was a kid, I used to see their posters in stores, and it was always some macabre style shit with Butthead shoving a stake through Beavis's ear. LOL. Hell yeah. Unless you mean heart, and that's still funny. Hunter, I'm a subscribe. Appreciate it. Do you smoke medical cannabis? Cannabis, weed, is weed natural? To answer those questions, yes, yes, and yes. And whether it's medical or not, yes. Sick Dot, weed is life. Yes, it is. And I'm not getting preachy, but God put it here in the same form that it's in today. He saw it as very good. And had he not intended for us to enjoy all the benefits from that wonderful plant, it would have never been put here. Hunter says, I get paranoid. I don't know why when I smoke. Dude, it's because of all the propaganda and all the stuff that we've been told throughout the years. Oh, we don't make you insane. Oh, this and that. Look up the movie Reefer Madness, okay? It's kind of funny nowadays, but back then, that was the type of propaganda they tried to put out against marijuana. So basically, all the negative input and information that's been put out there about marijuana, people are starting to come around now. So I used to get paranoid too, but now I just burn it up and it takes away my paranoia now. Because there's nothing wrong with it. And in the state of Florida, Amendment 3 passed. Recreational is going to be legal in the state of Florida. I'm so happy. Sick Thought, how do you feel about those that say that weed makes you lazy? Man, fuck that shit. It makes me more productive. Now, indica, yeah. Smoke some indica because you purposely want to relax. Smoke some sativa because you purposely want to be up, but you want that high. But even the indica, it doesn't really put me out. I'm still down to ride. But those that say that, they can fuck off. Hopefully that answers your question, Sick Thought. Hunter says Reefer Madness. That is correct. Hunter, even if weed comes legal, people still gonna be rolling it illegal and rolling it up and hiding in the house. So, yep, you're right. We will. Except me. I smoke right out in the open. I don't care. Because I'm one of those fuckers that knows how to make a scene. And if you arrest me over marijuana, best believe I'm calling the news. I'm probably going to call your mom and tell her that you're being a little bitch. And I'm talking about law enforcement, not you guys. Unless you snitch me out over weed, and then you really are a little bitch. But I don't think any of y'all would do that, so y'all are good with Uncle JD. Uncle JD loves every one of you. Shrooms, not sure, is that natural? To answer that question, natural, yes. Even if you were to create a hybrid mushroom, if that's possible, it's still natural because you're just splicing genes. You're not creating the entire mushroom. Yeah, and anything that comes from cow shit, it's definitely natural. Definitely. Sick Dot, do you think edibles are a healthier alternative than smoking it? Sometimes I think about switching to just edibles, but I know I'll miss the whole therapeutic process of rolling up. All right, so yes, depending on what you're rolling it in. If you're rolling it in hemp paper, with that situation, you're still inhaling smoke, but for me, the jury's out on that. Not trying to offend anyone, but the point is, I've been smoking since I was 7 years old. I'm 43 now. I only quit for about 3 months, and my lungs are clear. I could be one of the lucky ones. But for the sake of the fact that it is smoke being inhaled, because people have gotten just about everything causes cancer nowadays, but liquid smoke when they're cooking to get that smoked flavor, people have gotten cancer from consuming too much of it. Edibles, on the other hand, you got to be sure of what all ingredients are in there. Because there could be chemicals in those edibles, like binding agents and stuff like that, that may end up becoming bad for us at some point. So what I would say is, if you smoked marijuana in a hemp-based wrapping paper, or smoked it out of a bowl or a bong, maybe the water bong actually kind of filtrates it a little bit. Or if you smoke marijuana through a gas mask, your smoke will be cleaner, maybe. Just saying. I don't know. Sick thought. We'll have to get together, roll up the fat one, smoke it, and figure it out. Sick thought also says, yeah, bro, they make it popular to smoke them backwoods, but a lot of people are switching to the raw brown rolling papers. I still to the three. I think he's meaning stick to the three main: shrooms, golden cap, penis envy, and albino. Penis envy. That's the Uncle JD mushroom. See, Uncle JD can rag on himself. Roast me, bitches. And I say bitches in a good way. Alright, so we're past the hour mark. Low activity, but that's okay. I'm not tired yet. So we'll keep this going. Either till I start getting tired, or somebody becomes the roommate. Or if I'm being told that I'm being too loud in the hall. For those of you that were in here earlier, whenever I requested some pain medicine, and now I have not cut the stream yet. So that should tell you how long it's been since I still haven't received the medicine yet. Hunter asks, do I exercise? All right, so for at least the past 9 months, if not longer, from the knees down, I was extremely swollen, especially in the calves, due to emphysema. My left calf was the size of a small watermelon. My right calf was the size of a cantaloupe. Then, from the knees to my waist, it was retaining water also. So, my balance was completely off. I couldn't really feel most of my legs. So, I hadn't really been doing any exercise other than going up and down stairs. And that's only when I had to. But since I've been in here, my calves have shrunk back down to where they would be normally. My thighs are, well, not thighs, but from the knees to the waist, they're going down appropriately also. So now that my lower body is back to where it should be, I do plan on starting to exercise. Seeing how I live out on the streets, I'm probably going to get a membership at like Planet Fitness or something to where I have access to the showers, to where I can take a shower every day. I'll have a locker that I can keep my clothes in, shit like that. No, I never dieted, even though I'm diabetic and I'm supposed to follow a diabetic diet. Never did. Pretty much ate what I wanted to. Because if I can't enjoy the rest of my life, that would just be survival. So I'm going to eat what I want to eat and enjoy and live what little of my life is left if I'm supposed to die to begin with. I'll explain what I mean by that in another live stream. Hunter says, is Cali expensive? I live in Hawaii and everything is expensive. I don't know about Cali, but in the state of Florida, things have been pretty expensive. Hunter says Trump might lower the prices, maybe. At this point, all I can say is we'll see. Because there's a lot of details to that stuff that a lot of people don't want to acknowledge. Not everything can be done with an executive order, okay? When it comes to the prices of things, it has a lot to do with the farmers that are producing it, the workers that are transporting it, the people that are, making sure it's clean and up to par with the food standards and all that. There's a lot of steps to that ladder. So, if he can manage to bring down the prices, fuck yeah, dude. If he doesn't manage to bring down the prices, and I would say the same thing if the other side was in there, if they're attempting to make a change to the prices, we have to understand that there's steps to it. Hunter says, I love your channel. Appreciate the love there. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you know when all my videos drop. Tell your friends about me. And then tell them to tell 2 friends, and them to tell 2 friends, and them to tell 2 friends, and all that. And tell everybody to go over to TikTok and follow me there, because once I hit 1,000 followers, I can do lives on TikTok as well, for those of you that are more into TikTok than YouTube. But for those of you that are more into YouTube than TikTok, I ain't going nowhere. YouTube will be one of the last places that I voluntarily leave, if I ever voluntarily leave. But the point is, Hunter, thanks for the love. Appreciate it. And y'all be looking forward to the live call-in talk shows that's going to be coming. I honestly think that live call-in talk show might end up replacing some of the other videos I do, because I've mainly been doing lives lately. I haven't really been posting recorded videos, and that's because I'd much rather spend the time live, talk about the same stuff, do the same things, except to be able to interact with you, the viewer. Again, I started out doing this stuff for fun. Basically, just keeping a video diary of my homeless experience in Tampa, Florida. And then it turned into a whole bunch of other stuff. And then the character Uncle JD came about. At first, I was just regular old JD. And now I'm Uncle JD. Even to the point to where my youngest daughter, who is on the autism spectrum, whenever she's talking to me, she calls me daddy. But whenever she's telling other people, whether they be family members or friends of the family or whatever, whenever they're talking about me, she's like, "Do you know daddy's Uncle JD? He's a YouTuber." So my daughter is probably my biggest promoter. I love that little girl. Um, but unfortunately, I don't get to cohabitate with them because my wife, her family, has hated my family ever since I was 11 years old because we moved into their neighborhood. Her grandparents own 19 homes out of, no, I'm sorry, 9 out of the 19 homes on that cul-de-sac road. Our house was 2 houses over. She didn't own that one, nor did she own the one in between her house and our house. Well, it ended up being that my grandpa had the 2 houses over. My dad ended up with the house right next door. They hated us ever since we moved into that neighborhood, all the way up until both of the grandparents died. And their offspring probably still hate me and my family. They've always. So, my oldest daughter is actually my stepdaughter, but I came in shortly after she turned 1 year old. I'm the only dad she's ever known. So, I'm daddy, she's daughter, end of discussion. Um, but my wife's family treats my stepdaughter a hell of a lot better than they treat my daughter. They went. I'll get into this deep one day, but my wife's grandparents had custody. They left the door unlocked and encouraged my daughter to go outside to walk over to her grandpa's house next door. She wasn't even 2 years old. No, no, no. She had just turned 2. They were willing to put my daughter at risk because they hate me and my family. But anyway, the point is, they convinced my wife to say some stuff about me to get me in trouble, and they were going to give her a piece of land with one of the houses on it and fully furnished, rent free. But when she told DCF, it backfired. It got the kids taken away from both of us. Fortunately, my mom ended up getting custody, so I can see them whenever my mom's around. But the point is, I don't get to cohabitate with them right now. I've done everything that they want me to do except for have a stable residency for at least 6 months. Not renting a room somewhere. It has to be an apartment that could facilitate me and both my daughters. I have to pay that much rent for 6 months for just me, as if they were there, to reopen, to petition to reopen the case, which means I might not even be able to get them back. And if I did get them back, I wouldn't be able to get them to school. Usually because of work schedules. Wouldn't be able to pick them up because of work schedules. Would only get to see them as my work schedule allowed So I'm damned if I do, damned if I don't. And here's the catch. If I don't have custody, then I'm responsible for paying child support. That my mom did not request. The state decided to charge me child support. Now, had we all been a family together, my kids would be able to get benefits. But any benefits they get, I get charged for as part of child support. I was already taking care of my kids, but the government wants to step in and force me to take care of my kids, which I was already doing. Fuck you. Alright, just throwing this out there. Not holding my breath, but throwing it out there. Mr. President-elect Donald Trump, I've heard stories that you've stepped into people's lives and helped them out when they were in dire straits and everything. I'm in one of those situations. Granted, I didn't vote because I didn't register in time. So I'm not a voter at the moment. And usually what I would do when I did vote was I would cover up the two main candidates' names with my hand, and then I would select a person that I honestly did not believe would win. And this year, I would have definitely voted for Amendment 3. But I didn't vote. So it's not like I voted for you, Mr. Trump, or that I voted for Harris, Mrs. Harris. Well, she didn't take her husband's last name. I don't know how to refer to her, Miss or Mrs. But Kamala Harris. Didn't vote for either one of y'all because I didn't vote. But there's no telling who those people that you helped voted for and all that. So Sick Thought says, don't worry, Unc, I voted yes on 3. Fuck yeah. Yes on 3. But yeah, Mr. Trump, if you end up coming across this, I could use your help. And had Kamala Harris won, I'd be asking her for help too. So I don't care who would be in power, I'd still be asking for help. So now the ball's in y'all's court. If you would like to help me. It's down to the buzzer. You're at the half court mark to win that brand new shiny car. Because your seat was selected. You can hit me up at unclejd333@gmail.com. But enough of that. Still haven't gotten any pain medicine yet. Gonna have to find out what's up with that.
lights on. Can we help you?
Yes, I had requested some pain medicine earlier, and my nurse hasn't been able to make it in yet. I was just trying to see if I could get some, because my back is on fire right now and throbbing.
Okay, let me find out with Lynette what's going on.
All right, thank you. Okay, Sarah, whatever will be, will be. Look it up, Tony Bennett. Okay, Sarah, whatever will be, will be. I have no idea what he sounds like anymore, so that was the worst impression I've ever done. But just for a juggalo even knowing who Tony Bennett is, that should tell you something. Versatile. Alright. If I can get 50 likes on this live stream right here, I will do a live stream from a median somewhere, separating traffic lanes and all that, dressed in my style of a ninja suit. 50 likes on this live stream. Uncle JD does a live stream from a median in the road wearing his style of a ninja suit. Sick Thought says, LOL, that would be wild. Fuck yeah, it would be wild. So, having that been said, whether I get the likes during the live stream or once I hit 50 likes on this stream that has been viewed in the archives, then I'll do it. But I seriously doubt this video is gonna get 50 likes. I don't even know if I've broken 20 likes on any videos yet. But if I can get 50 for this video, as long as somebody can remind me about it, I'll do it. You know what? I take that back. I'm not going to do it on this one. But still, I want 50 likes. But anyway. Sitting on my mini hatchet holster. It's not very comfortable. I'm gonna make a post talking about a live stream, saying that if that live stream.
Your call is on. How can I help you?
Yes, I had hit it earlier. Basically, I was just waiting to find out about getting some pain medicine. The gentleman that answered said that he would talk with Lynette.
Okay, I'll call her. I know she was in another patient's room, so give me a moment. I'll call her.
Okay, thank you. I'll make a post saying that if that particular live gets 50 likes, that I'll do the ninja suit in the median live stream. Basically, it's just me wearing some black shoes, black pants, my black jacket with the black ninja mask on, with or without my black Uncle JD hobo hat, and some black gloves. But I'd still be dressed in my style of ninja suit, sitting in a median, doing a live stream from there. Who knows? I might attract the attention of news in Tampa or something. That would be some awesome publicity. You know what? I'm gonna start doing live streams at different places dressed in my ninja suit with some signs posted. And maybe I'll attract some news. Or maybe I might have to have somebody contact a news station talking about me. Either way. I mean, shit, Sacha Baron Cohen? You see what he does. Everybody knows him. He's nice. He's very nice. Sacha Baron Cohen, hit me up, dude. UncleJD333 at gmail.com. Let's work on something. I might have to go full Tom Green, too. Tom Green, hit me up. UncleJD333 at gmail.com. I've seen what you've been doing lately. I think it's cool.
Hey.
How you doing?
They say you have some pain.
Yeah, like in the spot where where they put the needles in or whatever, it feels like it's on fire and it's kind of throbbing. It was real bad about 45 minutes ago when it first started coming on, but it's settled down a little bit, but it's still there.
Can I see it really quick just to make sure you're not bleeding or anything?
Yeah.
Thank you. I brought you some payments. They look good, okay? Just so that you know, I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, of course.
See your blood pressure really quick and I'll give you some pain medications, okay?
Alright.
Your blood pressure looked good last time, so I'm gonna give you the let's see if you want to scan this time because I wasn't scanning earlier. It did. I have oxycodone.
Okay.
How will you describe the pain from 0 to 10?
This is actually kind of a new pain for me. So for this, where it's at right now, I'd say it's probably a 7.
Okay. Here you go. Do you have water in there?
I got some coffee here.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. You let me know if you need anything else, okay?
Okay.
Here, I can throw it away.
Sorry, kind of stuck to the tongue there.
I know. That's fine.
Thank you.
Is that light okay for you?
Yes, that's good.
Okay.
Alright, so, oxycodone. Hopefully hopefully that will knock out some pain, knock out some pain, knock out some pain. Now, I know that, actually, I'm going to readjust. And I know that, other than talking, this video is probably pretty boring. Hang on. Dracula Rising. Alright, let's see here. Mr. Doodoo. Hello. Mr. Doodoo, just to catch you up. Still in the hospital. Probably going to be sent home tomorrow sometime. Had a procedure where they stuck these long ass needles in 2 spots of my back to go into my abdomen to numb out the pain receptors to where I don't feel so much pain. Amanda Ozenrich, hopefully I said that correct again. She says I am back. Welcome back, Amanda. Sick thought, one of which died by suicide at age 34 in the early 90s. Hang on. Oh, okay, hold on. I'm glad you got some, and in 30 minutes, it's Charles Manson's birthday. No. It's the 11th. Charles Manson himself said it's the 11th. November 11th, 1934, Veterans Day. So where they say it was on the 12th, that's incorrect. Thought it was today, but it's tomorrow. Pretty wild to read. He has 3 kids. At least. Yeah, one of them did commit suicide, which is a shame. Because, no matter how dark of a legacy you have, you can always change that legacy. So it's a shame that he committed suicide. I'm going to take this moment. I am the grandson of someone who has fallen to suicide. If you're having any suicidal thoughts, suicidal tendencies, suicidal urges, reach out for help. I don't know the suicide hotline right now, but if you hit 0 for the operator, 411 for information or whatever, they can get you connected to a suicide hotline representative. Suicide is a permanent solution to a temporary problem. Reach out for help. Oh, damn. Yeah. Sick Thought says, especially men's mental health. Yep. Whether you're suicidal or not, if you're going through some struggles, guys, I mean, anybody, but especially men. Let's face it. Men are a lot more stressed out than women. One example, and I'm not putting you down for it, okay? Women are strong on some things, and men are strong on others. Whereas mothers, primarily, their stress is from the home life, the family life, the kids, and stuff like that, and keeping the husband happy. The husband stresses over the safety and happiness of those kids, that wife, that family. He doesn't get to focus on himself as much as he should if he's a good man. If he's not a good man, then he just doesn't give a shit. Okay? But if he's a good man, he's going through a lot, even if he doesn't show it. So back the fuck up off him and let him do what he needs to do. Mr. Doodoo! Yeah, unfortunately, my friend has died. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that, man. Moment of silence for Mr. Doodoo's friend. Okay. And Mr. Doodoo, I hope you didn't find that as distasteful or anything. I genuinely meant it. I just don't know you by any other name besides Mr. Doodoo. But I'm sorry for your loss, man. Sad thing is, that's usually how it happens. Mr. Doodoo says it happened out of nowhere. He seemed happy. That's usually how it happens, man. I mean, a lot of people won't talk about shit unless people ask them. Now, I don't do it nowhere near as often as I should, but I do try to keep up with everybody that I talk to, make sure that, you know, they're not just putting on some happy facade. I try to make sure that it's like, yo, are you good? Do you need to get something off your chest? I do that because oftentimes I got something to get off my chest with no one to get it off to. And if I'm looking for someone to talk to, other people might be looking for someone to talk to, and I'm going to do what I can to help them out. And hopefully somewhere along the line, someone will return the favor to me. But we never truly know what's going on inside someone's head if we don't ask and if they don't tell. Ziggy226 says I'm back. Welcome back, Ziggy. So about 5-10 minutes ago, I think it was, got some oxycodone for pain from my procedure. They ran long ass needles through my back into my abdomen to block out the pain receptors to where I don't feel as much pain. But the pain I'm feeling now is where they stuck the needles at. It feels like it's on fire and it's throbbing. But hopefully these oxycodones will take care of that pain. Again, I'll be doing this live stream either till I'm too tired to stay awake or till somebody comes into the room to take up the other bed space. Mr. Doodoo says, another one of my friends tried to kill themselves, but we called the cops before he could. Good deal. Now, here's the deal. Your friends might hate you for calling the cops on them. I'm not saying these do. I'm just saying in general. If you call the cops because you're scared for their safety, they'll be mad for a while. But most, if they look back at the situation, they'll know that you were just looking out for their safety. And they may respect you for it, or may love you even more for it. Others might hold on to the hate, though, so don't be surprised. Don't hold your breath. Don't expect anything. But at least you're keeping them alive. It gives them more time to rethink things. Again, I already said that part. Um, if you don't mind me asking, Mr. Duda, the one that actually achieved it, how old were they? Well, both. Uh, the one that achieved it and the one that tried. If you don't mind me asking, how old were they? He was in high school, so like 14 to 16 years old. Okay. It's a shame, especially when people that young commit suicide. Older people that have been through shit and got tired of shit and just can't handle shit, I'm still not wanting them to commit suicide, but it's more understandable for someone older to want to do that. But it's a bigger shame when someone that young does it. Madison Gonzalez says hi. What's up, Madison? Welcome to the live. For those of you that have not heard yet, I'm still in the hospital. Should be released tomorrow. But hoping to get tomorrow's breakfast in there. I mean, they might keep me till the later part of the day tomorrow. I don't know. But from what I was told, it looks like they'll be discharging me during the earlier part of the day. I just hope I can have some breakfast first. um, in case y'all didn't see it, Mr. Doodoo and Ziggy226, Madison says hello to you guys. And as always, feel free to engage with each other in the chat. Just make sure to say the person that you're talking to's name. That way I know if I should respond to it or not. Mr. Dudu says, I feel like people start to have suicide thoughts at high school because that's when they start to get in relationships. Yeah, that could be where it starts. That, or because, those are the formidable years for people. And some people are mean, and some people get picked on, and they get picked on to the point to where they're just tired of dealing with it, and they don't know how to cope with it, and they think that suicide is the answer, but it's not. Again, suicide is a permanent solution to a temporary problem. But like I never experienced feelings of suicide. I was picked on quite a bit in school. But my way of thinking was, why should I kill? Now, I'm not saying that this should be the way of thinking for everybody, but at that point in time, my thought wasn't, oh, I want to kill myself. My thought was, oh, I want to kill you. I'm not the one with the problem. You're picking on me because you've got a problem. with me. So why kill myself when I could kill you? Problem solved. And yeah, when I was in school, I thought about pulling a Columbine before Columbine ever had happened. The only thing that kept that from going down was one of my friends' dads locked the gun cabinet. So, oh, and his dad never locked his gun cabinet. But it was locked that day. So, when that happened, it was either him pussing out or it was an act of God. And I was smart enough to be like, maybe I should think about this a little bit. Which I did. I got over things. I didn't want to kill anybody anymore, but I did beat the shit out of them in the halls. And like Eminem said, instead of murder, you hurt them and come back again and kick dirt in them. Yeah, you beat the shit out of them once, they start giving you shit again, you beat the shit out of them again until they fucking learn. Now, did that get me jumped a lot by multiple people at several times? Yeah. But they let me live to catch their ass another day and beat the shit out of them by myself. So, on a lighter note, what is everybody doing tonight? I mean, you pretty much see what I'm doing. Again, the last time I checked, I was at 298. Mr. Doodoo, I was just, asking what everyone was doing tonight. And I forgot where I was starting to go. Anyway, I'll take this opportunity to... Okay, so I hit 301 subs. Awesome. Now, if I can keep it at 300 all the way till the moment it becomes 2025, then I will put together a merchandise design based on the movie 300 using my face. But that's awesome. I'm at 301. Now, if all the people that had unsubscribed would not have unsubscribed, I'd probably be at around 350 by now. But maintaining the subscriptions at 301 at the moment, that's fucking awesome. I broke 300. Hell yeah. Been doing this for approximately 7 months, maybe 8 months now. There's a lot of people that still haven't broken 200 yet, so I couldn't have done it without you guys, so thank you for that. When I was a kid, I used to tell my mom that I wanted to be a doctor or a lawyer or whatever. But in reality, I always wanted to be in, the TV industry or showbiz or movies or whatever. Then as I grew older, I wanted to be a famous musician. But as I'm getting older, my options are running out. So going back to programming, this is about as close as I can get to being on a TV network and all that. So what started off as for fun and as a hobby and as a video diary has turned into what the Uncle JD channel is today. And me as a person. It's kind of hard to explain what I mean by that at the moment, but I'm not just JD anymore. I'm Uncle JD. Whenever I was signing papers, I almost did my autograph. But I will say this. Having 301 people subscribing to me, that makes me feel pretty cool. To have that many people give a shit enough to watch what I put out, it's pretty awesome. Alright, so based upon the activity that's been going on in the live stream, we're coming up on the 2-hour mark. It's been an hour and 53 seconds now. I'm gonna ride it up to the 2-hour mark because I really gotta pee. And I am starting to feel kind of tired. And the activity in the stream has been pretty low tonight. Now, I will be back again tomorrow. Some point after they discharge me. Mr. Doodoo, it's all good. You can say something whenever you feel like it. You don't have to, ramble on if you don't feel up to rambling on. It's all good. But what I mean by activity is talking about the number of viewers. I don't mind just sitting here, running my mouth about different things to whoever's willing to watch it. So when I say activity, I'm basically just talking about the number of people that are watching. Actually, yeah. I don't know if I'm going to be able to hold this urine till the 2-hour mark. So I'm going to go ahead and end it now. But I would like to say thank you to everyone that came into the room. Thank you to those watching the archive version of the video. We'll be back on tomorrow sometime after I get discharged. For now, Uncle JD signing out. As always, everybody stay safe. And Mr. Doodoo, good night. And good night to everyone else.